Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Portland Wrestling at the VFW Hall in Willamina, Oregon. Matt Legit, alongside the legendary Buzz Anderson.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Legit. Thank you for the opportunity to lend my expertise to Portland Wrestling and to some of the up-and-coming young superstars in the Pacific Northwest.
And right now you get to see one of my favorite wrestlers, Buzz, the Unorthodox Jew, Levi Shapiro. He's the Portland Wrestling Heritage Champion, taking on DeMarcus James, the television champion, in a title unification match right out the gate here in Portland Wrestling.
Well, I'm excited to see what these two men bring to the table. As you can see right now, Levi Shapiro, the Portland Heritage Champion, no shortage of confidence, but he is going to be wrestling a young man who is quickness and speed personified in DeMarcus James, the television champion.
And Buzz, I'm not sure if you left your CD face in your car, but you may want to take a minute to run out and grab it after DeMarcus is done his match, because I know he will be out there. Stereos do tend to go missing, and James is around.
Well, I've got the doors locked on my car, so I don't think that will be a problem. He seems to be a favorite with the fans, Matt, but the fans aren't going to do a whole lot towards winning this match. But you see right there, the championship belts.
I'm putting my money on the Unorthodox Jew, Levi Shapiro.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because this is the first time I'm going to get to see Levi in action. And right now it looks like neither man is going to back down here. They know what's at stake. Unification of the television and heritage titles, and it looks like we're ready to go.
Locking up, both men jockeying for position. Marcus takes an arm, working Levi down to the mat.
Oh, nice. Pinning combination right there, only gets a 2. I don't think you're going to pin Levi Shapiro this early on in the match.
Not a chance. Even though he is, a newcomer to the business, he's only been around a little over a year in the wrestling business. Had one of his first matches at the DJ Riz Memorial Tournament last year at Portland Wrestling, actually, when Devil Mountain Wrestling came up from California.
Well, he's not the Portland Wrestling Heritage Champion for nothing, and right now DeMarcus James is showing his technical wrestling ability with some nice chain wrestling maneuvers right there. Nice headlock takedown, and it looks like, to start out with, DeMarcus James wants to keep Levi Shapiro on the mat.
Nothing wrong with keeping a guy of that speed and stamina on the ground.
Nice escape by DeMarcus, and it looks like he drops an elbow into the ropes, and a big leg drop. Goes for the cover, doesn't hook a leg. And that's one of the fundamental things they teach you when you first get into this business, is to hook a leg. Grapevine the guy, make sure you got him. Now right here's a good example. And it looks like
the fall goes to DeMarcus James. This is a 2 out of 3 falls match, Buzz.
Well,
I didn't mention that earlier.
That's probably a good thing for Levi, because he was pinned rather quickly. And now we're going into the second fall right away, and Levi is extremely upset, and now he is laying the boots to DeMarcus James. He is not happy with the way that first fall ended.
And you can't blame a guy for being aggressive in the ring. You have to be, right, Buzz? You know that.
Well, with what's at stake, with both championships being on the line, to be able to walk out of this match as the unified television and heritage champion is going to go a long way towards cementing their legacy in Portland wrestling.
And one of these titles we are never going to see again after tonight. I'm not sure if it's going to be the TV title or the heritage title. That's up to Bob Spiker, the promoter.
Well, regardless, whoever wins this match, they're going to have to earn it. Right now, Shapiro is definitely making DeMarcus James earn every second of it. And right there, once again, he doesn't hook the leg. Shapiro, I spoke about his confidence earlier. Sometimes you can get overconfident. It's happened to me before. Because no matter what you think about it, DeMarcus James, you can't underestimate anybody. You cannot underestimate anybody here in Portland Wrestling.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I love watching DeMarcus get punished. I know it's wrong, maybe, but I just love to see it happen.
I don't understand. Well, I don't understand why. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete. Both of these wrestlers are. And right now, what I like about Shapiro is his aggressiveness. I was always an aggressive wrestler. I never like to let my opponent up. And Shapiro right now going for the cover, hooking the leg, and he hooked the wrong leg.
ref is a newcomer here to the business also, I've noticed, because he just counted 3 when that was clearly a 2 count.
Well, he was looking right at the leg on the rope. Sometimes that hand comes down for the 3, and it's quite obviously not. But either way, Shapiro has not let up on the punishment. Now it appears he's going to work on the leg of DeMarcus James.
And it looks like, does DeMarcus have a brace on that leg? Or?
Well, it looks like it. It looks like he might have suffered some sort of injury here in the past that I am not aware of. And once again, big suplex here, and DeMarcus blocks it. And he blocks it again, and he reverses it. Big suplex. Nice reversal by DeMarcus James, the television champion. Trying to muster a comeback here. Nice drop kick. But he doesn't go for the cover. He should have gone for the cover right away.
Still working him over, Buzz. Want to make sure he beats him this time, you know?
Well, I don't know about that. You know, I can understand that the fans like DeMarcus James, but I think maybe he's concentrating more on earning their cheers than beating Shapiro here, which is a grave mistake.
Chops look like they hurt a little bit. Don't Levi!
Well, right now, DeMarcus James has the upper hand in the second fall. If he wins this fall, he is the unified champion.
Oh, did you see that low blow? Right out of the referee's vision. I like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've never seen a low blow delivered like that out of a pinning combination, and the referee didn't see it.
Very clever. You got to do what it takes to win, right, Buzz?
Well, I'll tell you what, I have certainly lived by the motto, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. And in this wrestling business, it's every man for himself, and you definitely have to do what you have to do to succeed in it.
Levi wasted time here, though. Wasting time.
I agree. You got to keep. Whoa! Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. That wasn't a waste of time right there. DeMarcus James, he is on spaghetti leg street right now. This is wasting time. I don't like this. Shapiro needs to concentrate on his opponent and not on the fans at ringside.
Beautiful European uppercut. Oh, and even though DeMarcus never made it out of grade 12, it looks like he's going back to school here tonight.
Shapiro picking him up by the hair, hard forearm smash to the side of the face. Shapiro setting him up possibly for a big move here. Off the rope, spinning heel kick. And that might be the coup de grace. If Shapiro will decide to go ahead and pin the man.
Loading a little bit, that could have cost him.
He's already down 1 fall. Now going for combination double underhook fisherman suplex. That's a rather unique move. I think I like that. Now goes for the cover. And gets the 3 count, and we are even up at 1 fall apiece.
And that's what I'm talking about. Even though the kid is a newcomer to the business, look at what he knows. Look at how he uses his intelligence in his match against DeMarcus James in those titles.
Well, I'll tell you what, it'd be intelligent right now to do exactly what he's doing and to go to work on that injured knee and keep DeMarcus off the ground. You saw how he throws those drop kicks. He is very well versed in aerial maneuvers.
Not a lot of guys can do a standing drop kick, that's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, not a lot of guys can do what Shapiro just didn't get away with it, but he did. I don't know if you saw that low blow.
I didn't see anything.
And right now, DeMarcus...
I saw a right to the eyes right there from that cheater, DeMarcus James.
Once again, you do what you have to do to win. Both the TV title and the Heritage title are on the line, and this is the 3rd fall.
You're saying that was fair, Buzz? That you got to do what you got to do to win? He kicked the man in the balls.
Well, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, and he gloats about it, too. I hope that costs him later.
Well, you know, DeMarcus needs to be more aggressive in the ring right now. His title's on the line. Oh, there's another low blow. Well, I'll tell you what.
Come on.
You know, you live by the sword and you die by the sword.
Levi has to be able to procreate. God's chosen people must inherit the earth.
I'm sure he won't have any problem with that. That notwithstanding, rear chin lock applied by DeMarcus James. I don't know how effective this is. I think he needs to really kind of rear back right there. The hold is broken. And now DeMarcus is in control. I like that.
The spine's got to hurt a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, and apparently the pain threshold on DeMarcus James is very high, showing no ill effects from the damage to the knee. Nice clothesline. Now DeMarcus has really got to stay on his man. This is just, I don't understand this. The fans of wrestling are great and everything like that, but he's wasting time.
And Levi just telling him, come on, buddy. Just walks right out of the way.
Well, I think DeMarcus got a little too pretty there. I really think he tried to go for a move that he really didn't have to do. Right there, though, Shapiro clotheslined on the top rope. I'm not sure what Shapiro wanted to do to DeMarcus James, but DeMarcus got there first.
Now going back to the top again.
Yeah, going back to the top again. Let's see if he can actually successfully do the move. Yes, it is a drop kick. Well, DeMarcus thinking he's got this in the bag. Well, I can appreciate confidence as much as the next person, but when you're in the ring with Levi Shapiro, it is quite clear that you are going to have to stay on him and stay aggressive, and I'm really thinking that that's about the only thing that DeMarcus James is lacking in right now is aggression. That's where Shapiro's got him beat.
Well, you're going to see plenty of aggression from the Unorthodox Jew, Levi Shapiro. These people were repressed for years.
And there is a double knee into the small of the back, reminiscent of Chris Jericho, going for the cover and the 3. And the television champion, DeMarcus James, has unified the Heritage title and the TV title in a hard-fought battle in 3 falls with Levi Shapiro.
What a crock. What a crock. He cheated. He kicked him in the balls twice. Everybody saw it.
Well,
you saw
everybody saw how Shapiro got away with bending and breaking the rules. Once again, you do what you can in this business. And right now, DeMarcus James is the unified champion, the unified television and heritage champion.